Differences between drilling, boring, and reaming. The main difference between drilling, boring, and reaming is that drilling is when you make a brand new hole in your workpiece, but boring is when you enlarge the hole. When you give a finishing touch to your hole, that means you are reaming. Giving a finishing touch to the hole means making the hole smoother. So I hope you understand the difference between drilling, boring, and reaming. To make a hole, you must need drilling. To enlarge that hole, you need boring, and to smooth out that hole, you need reaming. So these are all three processes. Next thing about the three processes is that they have individual tools for them. The process of drilling uses a drill bit, but the boring process uses a lathe, and reaming uses reamers. So there is also a difference in terms of tools. So you can see here the differences of tools which are used in drilling, boring, and reaming. In drilling, we use drill bit. In boring, we use a lathe, and in reaming, we use reamers. Okay. The process of boring always comes after the drilling, and reaming comes at last. So the sequence is always the same. You cannot bore until you drill, and you cannot ream until you bore. So at first you need to drill, then you need to bore, and last of all you need to ream. So by drilling, you can directly have a hole you want, but boring and reaming are the helping processes, or they are the processes that will make a better hole. So this is a very important task difference between drilling, boring, and reaming. Operations related to drilling. First one, centering. Also called center drilling, this operation drills a starting hole to accurately establish its location for subsequent drilling, and this tool is called a center drill. Next one, boring. A boring tool enters the workpiece axially and cuts along the internal surface of an existing hole to enlarge the diameter or obtain more precise dimensions. The boring tool is a single point cutting tool, which can be set to cut the desired diameter by using an adjustable boring head. Next one, reaming. Reaming is used to slightly enlarge a hole to provide a better tolerance on its diameter and to improve its surface finish. The tool is called a reamer, and it usually has straight floors. Tapping. This operation is performed by a tap and is used to provide internal screw threads on an existing hole. Counter sinking. This is similar to counter boring, except that the step in the hole is cone shaped for flat head screws and bolts. Counter boring. Counter boring provides a stepped hole in which a larger diameter follows a smaller diameter partially into the hole. A counter boring hole is used to sit bolt heads into a hole so the heads do not protrude above the surface. Last one is spot facing. Spot facing is similar to milling. It is used to provide a flat machine surface on the work part in a localized area. So we already discussed there are 7 types of operations related to drilling, and there are all the pictures. Uh, you see here centering, then boring, then reaming, and here rest of all tapping, counter sinking, counter boring, and spot facing. Look at here, drills and drilling related operations. There is a figure of all. High pressure coolant. This is for gun drilling. From the first, there is drilling, core drilling, step drilling, counter boring, counter sinking, reaming, and central drilling.